dois livros e duas lendas da música. De um lado, o rei do rock, e do outro, a sensação do grunge de Seattle. É hora de aumentar o volume, porque hoje o Metrópolis é de biografias musicais. Hi, Peter Guralnick, writer and biographer. Welcome to Metrópolis. We are here to talk about the second book for Elvis Presley. Mm-hmm. But before we get into it, I want to know what drew you to Elvis Presley.
It was totally the music. I mean, it was just, the blues is what drew me to Elvis Presley originally. I mean, as a kid, I just fell into the blues when I was 15, 16, and I was well aware of Elvis. But it was really the blues that brought home to me what Elvis was doing.
Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I'm saying?
I'm wondering, how do you separate what is the legend into what is the life, the real life of Elvis Presley?
You know, I just wasn't interested in the legend. I mean, people can do whatever they want. They can create whatever myths they want. They can create whatever conspiracies they want. And one of the things I realized as I continued to do, and this was all pre-internet. I started in 88 and ended in 99. Now, of course, a lot of the material that I struggled so hard to find is widely available. I came to really value chronology because I recognize this shows the development of character, and it also shows consequences.
Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much for you. Still
How was the biggest challenge to write these books?
I think it's the same challenge as one faces with anything. But the point is, what you want to do is you want to write a flowing narrative. You want to write a narrative that always is moving forward. You want to choose details that allow the narrative to move forward and not to repeat them.
caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Never speak a word again. I will crawl away for good. I will move away from here.
Everett True, writer and journalist, maybe one of the journalists that best knows the grunge movement in the 90s. Welcome to Metrópolis. We are here to talk about your book, Nirvana, True History. But my first question is, what's your first memory about Nirvana?
I've got a memory of Nirvana that's quite strong in my mind. The fish market on Pike Place in Seattle, which is the first place I met Nirvana. Back in whenever it was, February '89, and I know that when I interviewed them, they made up all these hilarious lies about kind of what they'd done in the past, which I just printed because I thought it was funny. I think the reason I kind of got along with them, I don't think I realized this until afterwards, was simply that I kind of shared a kind of, you probably know yourself because you understand rock music. You kind of come from the same community. You come from the same background. You have the same kind of taste and you go to the same record stores, whether they're in Brazil or Olympia or Brighton. And so when I first met those guys, I was into the same music they were, and that was incredibly important.
Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be.
You made part of an iconic moment on Nirvana history at Reading Festival with the wheelchair. You push Kurt Cobain's wheelchair to the stage, right?
You know, it's funny you should ask that. I was expecting it. I also, a couple of days ago, I read a story about that Reading appearance, and Anton Brooks, who was a good friend of mine, still is, who was the Nirvana press agent, he was talking about how he'd actually got asked to push Kurt on stage, but he bottled it. He was just like, there's too many people there, I can't do it, it's too scary. And you see, the thing is, I've been asked this question so many times, I don't have a single proper memory of that night. I know I'd had a couple of bottles of vodka at that time, and I was just like, yeah, get me to do it, it'll be funny.
O Metrópolis acabou, mas nas redes sociais temos conteúdos exclusivos. Passem por lá.
Gostou? Então não vá embora porque tem muito mais vídeos no nosso canal. Clica no sininho que a gente te avisa quando tiver conteúdo novo e deixa um joinha pra gente também. Tchau!